Hey guys, welcome to Why You Should, and today we have a pretty crappy subject to talk about, but we have to talk about it because I take from my real life into these videos, so something that happened in my real life, and just gotta talk about it. So, a very good friend of mine, sadly his dad passed away. Now, he passed away, we knew it was coming, because he had very advanced lung cancer. He has been smoking for the past, I don't know, his entire life. So obviously he's going to have lung cancer. It was very advanced, and he was not doing too amazingly in the last couple of months. And we knew it was coming. We didn't know when, and obviously it makes it easier, but it's still never easy to cope with something like that. And that's to itself, that's death. That's not fun. But the thing is that I see my friend, and after the funeral and everything, which sadly I missed because it was like a half an hour notice, and I was sadly at the gym without my phone, and I missed it, but it doesn't matter. After the funeral, everybody goes to their house and console them and stuff like that, and I walk in the house and I see 30 people standing, and all obviously. I live in Israel, so everybody's Jewish. Sadly, everybody's Jewish, and 30 men with freaking yarmulke kippas on their heads, and there's amen, amen, and stuff like that. And I want to see my friend and be there for him and give him a hug, and I just want to be with my freaking friend there, and I can't see him because there's a sea of people. And they're muttering, blah, 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 and I'm listening, and I'm hearing my friend. He's the one who's reading it, and that's kind of obvious because he's the son of the deceased, so he has to do all the muttering, all the reading, and it's terrible. It's just, my friend is not religious. His dad was not religious. His mother, the deceased's wife, is not entirely religious, but does care about those things and stuff like that, so she cares about that. It matters, and obviously the son, my friend, and his dad care about her and do as she asks. So all these people that I don't know, obviously they're from his family, but I'm assuming he doesn't know all of them, all with freaking muttering and stuff like that. And after that comes up, he comes up to me and says hello to me, and I could freaking say hello to him because he's done with the muttering and saying amen. And he said something that made me feel so powerless, which sucks so much. And I don't mind saying it because I am completely unafraid that none of those people that were there would hear it. So I wouldn't, or his mom or something like that. So I don't feel bad about saying it. He said something that the reason you need to be strong is to get past all that religious stuff. And that's the reason you need to be strong. And that feels terrible to me because all those things are going to happen. I see he is not religious. He does not care one hell, and he needs to do all that stupid crap. And he just lost his dad, which is not hard enough, and he needs to do all that crap and go to the synagogue at 7 a.m. and stuff because his dad died, which he never does because he doesn't care, but now he needs to do that, and that's what he needs to cope with, and I can't help him. I can't do a thing. I cannot do a thing to help, and I feel powerless, and I want to help him. I want to be there for him, but I can't do anything, and that just feels like crap. And got me thinking a lot about religious stuff. Not religious stuff, but how to cope with something difficult. Specifically, this is the case of death, which is not fun, but anything that's difficult to deal with. And there's three things. There is leaving the people completely alone to deal with it for themselves, which is important. They need that time alone to cope with it. There is close friends and family, a small amount of people that need to be there, that, be with them. Not for too long. You want to be there when they need you, and then you need to leave when you need to leave. And then there's the third thing, and the third thing, sadly, I think that's what happens in most cases, and that's when there's so many people, when there's 50 freaking people, or there's just a lot of people that it stops being about that. When everybody tells stories that from their own freaking creation about the deceased, and when it's completely, it's no longer about the people. The deceased is dead. This is one thing that I really don't understand about religion. There's so many things you need to do when someone dies instead of burying him and then coping with it. When someone dies, it's not about the person who died. The person who died is gone. It's about the people who are left without. And those people need to cope with that. And they need you need to talk to them. You need to help them. You need to do what they want. And you need to stop having so many things revolving around the person who died. And I'm not talking about not reminiscing about him and stuff like that. Obviously, the good things, those are things that you want to do. But you don't want to, so many religious things and rituals and things that you need to say for the deceased. The deceased is dead. He's dead. That's it. Let them cope alone. And that's just, let them cope by themselves. And I don't know, it sucks. And eventually, obviously, I mean, there were so many things that you need to do, but eventually we went over to his room, him, me, and all of our friends, the circle of friends that don't care at all about anything religious. We were just, they're friends. We're young people. And we were just sitting there talking shit, talking whatever. I haven't seen a lot of people in a while, and people are catching up, and, And I just see him, he sits down in a chair, and he's just freaking tired. He sits there with his girlfriend, and he's just tired. He's really tired. And he's not, he wants us there. I mean, he wants to be able to talk to someone on a normal level that isn't, family or other religious people that he needs to attend. It's just his friends that he could, be himself with. So it's really important for us to just sit there and talk shit, okay? But I see him and he's so tired. Eventually, obviously, we were there for a while and then we left to let him just cope alone with his girlfriend and with his mother. But holy crap, that's just, he's so tired. He's so tired. I'm not even saying sad or anything like that. He's just tired from all that stuff that he needed to go through. And that's tacked on. His dad just died. And I just felt like terrible because I was helpless. And I'm very rarely helpless. I usually do something. Positive or negative, I usually am able to do something in order to change the situation. And I couldn't do a thing. Except be there a little while and then leave. So that totally sucks. And I guess what you should take from that is you should try and think more about the people who are coping than the people who are dead. Because they're dead. They're gone. Okay? According to religion, they're in heaven now. They're in a better place. They don't need your help anymore. Or your thoughts. Or anything. Because they're gone. So think about the people who are left without. That's it. It's just a crappy situation I feel bad about. And that's something that I feel really needs to be put in people's head. Think about the people who are left without. Okay, that's it. Depressing Why You Should episode. Yes. So good. Hopefully this has been fun. No, but yeah, okay, that's, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes I take from my own life, right, about these stupid episodes that I make. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And guess I'll see you guys next time. Laters.